So I saw this story this morning. It kind of made me laugh. It's kind of funny. Remember when Roger Goodell, the NFL commissioner, met with Pacman Jones at the draft? Well, here's a story that broke. Here's what happened. The night before Pacman Jones met with the commissioner, Pacman went to a strip club, according to sources close to the NFL. The NFL Players Association and Pacman have confirmed it. So the night before the April 3rd meeting with the commish to talk about his off-field problems, Pacman's at a strip club night before. And here's the funny part. Rather than directly confront Pacman, the commissioner knew and had been told he'd been in a strip club. By the way, what strip club plays that music? That's not strip club music.
No, this is the old Follies Burlesque.
Okay, so the commissioner knew Pacman had been to a strip club, but he didn't confront him on it. According to sources, the commissioner asked Pacman, well, Pacman, what are you doing to help, change your lifestyle? And Pacman gave all sorts of right answers, volunteering, blah, blah. The commissioner then asked him, well, there's this new lifestyle and this sort of self-imposed ban on bad stuff. Does that include strip clubs? No. The commission knew he'd been to a strip club. And Pacman got real fidgety and said, yeah, it does include strip clubs. And the commission said, well, have you been to one lately? Pacman said, a day ago. Pacman. Pacman Jones. We've always said this about strip clubs. I'm not an anti-strip club guy. I've been to strip clubs. I don't go to them now. I'm not into them. But I'm not an anti-strip club guy. There is an element at strip clubs that's undeniable. Not everybody's a dirtbag. Not everybody's a bad guy. But there is a higher percentage at strip clubs of dirtbags and bad guys than you're going to find at a church or a grocery store or at work. I will say this. The one thing about strip clubs I've always found very peculiar. The good news is Pacman Jones at least went at night. Usually when, and this is the one thing about strip clubs I've always found strange, with most sexual activities, the later it is at night, the dicier the crowd gets. The later it gets, the dicier the crowd. Not at strip clubs. If you go between like 9 at night and midnight or 9 and 1, you're just one of the boys who want to see some sexy girls. You're actually very mainstream. The weird crowd at a strip club is like 8:45 a.m. Guys who go to the hanky-panky wanky at 9:15 a.m., they carry, Vaseline in their sports coat. You know what I mean? Those are guys that show up on Unsolved Mysteries in their mid-40s. That is a icky crowd. So I will say this, at least Pacman went at night or early in the morning. That's better than going at 11:15 a.m. You ever drive by a strip club and you see those like license plates at 11:15? Take them down. There's criminal activity going on. Anybody goes to a strip club in the morning is got a screw loose. You walk into that crowd and woo-wee, that is a dicey crowd. Nighttime is just guys with dollar bills who want to see some, chicka chicka bow wow stuff. The problem for Pacman, strip clubs are fine if you don't already have a sinister reputation. It's sort of like drinking. Drinking's fine unless you're an alcoholic. Then it's trouble and it's a bad place to be. Strip club's a bad place to be for Pacman Jones. For some of you, it's fine.